trying to get a gap in the middle, just looking for that win.
Yeah, that's very interesting. He changed his plan.
Yeah.
So it's 7 seconds to go.
Inke is always is almost same.
That's very interesting, isn't it? And that's what the top players do.
The flow, the Yahoo start is very good.
So right,
that's a lot of tacking there by Flo. But what's the loss, the tack loss through attack with the laser?
Almost nothing.
Almost nothing.
So not too expensive for Flo, but with that said, it's not a great start. Flo has an awful lot of work to do after starting underneath the fleet on port. Simultaneous tacking there by Cruz and Bob. They must be getting close to that lee line now. Room to tack, says Bob. Cruz has to tack back. Coolness forcing Bob to tack.
James has done a nice job there, hasn't he? If he can hold that line.
Looks like James S is going to be leading around here if he can just get round this mark. And I shouldn't think the laser has a lot of momentum, so you can't shoot the breeze too much with the laser.
No, so here we go.
So is James S going to make it?
First windward mark.
There's a lot of big loss of speed there. Plays into the hands of Bob. The black boat looks like might just get round, but it looks like James has got away with it.
Look at that, so clean, so tight.
Bob tacks to try and cover and see if he can get back across to the first boats on the left-hand side. Coolness, the best of those boats. But Bob's already tacked back again. Bob wants more of the breeze on the right-hand side. And Bob, by the way, is Bob Christensen from Canada, age 35. Started racing when he was 16 as a trimmer aboard a Catalina 30 and then on a J29.
Well, Flo got a lot of work to do. He's been climbing back steadily, but he's got quite a bit of work to do yet.
Comes back to that start.
We always have to have in mind Bob, as he is stating right now.
Yeah.
He's a very, very good sailor. Not
as
aggressive at Yahoo, but he's always on top 5. He
Right.
has a good nation, he's always on top 5. And with this bullet, he's right now very dangerous. He's very well positioned to win this race. Yahoo is fighting for that. Right now, he's 5th. It's not strange that he could win 1 or 2 positions in that last one. It's a good boat follow right now.
Yeah.
And yes, Flo has a very, very hard work to do with this race, because this is his discard, but he's a very, very good sailor. So not weird to have him again with the 5th race on the top.
Yeah.
So that was a win by Bob Christensen, Bob CHR, followed by Coolness 8765, followed by Cruz.
And where have we got Flo? Okay, so Flo's still deep. Just follow him across the line.
First upwind for Flo was really, really hard.
He's got a little bit to do still.
Yeah,
but
a bit pinned in there by James S.
10 seconds to go. Let's look down this line.
James and Yahoo.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Through a few people over, I'd say about 3 or 4 were over on that start, and they're having to turn back to restart, including Illuminati.
This is Flo.
Well, each of these cats probably costs about $5 million US. So,
Look at that, and everyone else,
very good,
incredible. And it's literally half a boat length made all the difference there for Yahoo's, and he could find his gap and he was through.
Using Jenicas, and now they're deciding which of these marks they're going to use. Doggy 4 was leading, but has given away a bit of that lead to Yahoo's. But the leader's choosing to go around the left-hand side, and the reasons being that there's an awful lot of breeze, as you can see in the top left of the picture, where the darker water is. Now Yahoo's was a bit disappointed with 5th place, was hoping that it was going to be Yahoo's drop. Well, I thought that was a punchy call.
Yeah,
but
I think
Yahoo's lying in 2nd place. Will Yahoo's be able to steal the race win?
It's difficult in these boats to actually roll, isn't it, in this cat? And
Doggy 4
goes dead downwind, and he makes it.
Nice work by Doggy 4 from Turkey, but well done Yahoo's putting the pressure on. And a 5th and a 2nd so far, but Bob Christensen with a 3rd place there, so Bob Christensen with a 1st and a 3rd so far.
Oh, TK Sailor is just in the middle of C and Bob.
And Flo sneaks in there. Look at that.
Oh.
2 seconds to go down the line.
Oh,
That was a very good start, just for a second.
no.
Yeah.
Oh, that's painful. That
Very
was
good start by Flo, just for a second.
Jenica's up, and now you can see these flashing stars. White means you're safe. Yellow means you could be on the edge of capsizing. If it goes any other colour, you're getting into the danger zone.
Flo coming in now fast on the starboard ley line.
So that's a very good recovery by Flo, making a few places up.
Just early to spot that wind on the right hand side, wasn't he?
Interesting now, Bob and Yahoo's in that the last downwind. It's not entry as a guest in that fight.
Yeah. So this is an important one for both of them.
Oh yeah, that was close there, wasn't it?
Yahoo's jives on top of them. Here we go. Trying to roll over the top of them with pressure on this side of the course too.
Lars Johan Brodkorp
Here we go. The
is
last.
the race winner. 36 ranked in the world. Not Ainsley. Gets ahead.
And that
Good recovery
literally,
there by Not Ainsley.
between Bob and Yahoo's, may well be a critical race, that
Yahoo's a
one.
6th and Bob a 7th.
Indeed. So let's have able to move
So
early.
close.
Look at that for a start.
4 over.
Doggy 4.
Winner of a race earlier.
Yeah.
Cruise is over.
Cruise is over as well.
Oh dear, poor Cruz.
Third place back.
Okay, now so Bob's done a beautiful start in the middle. He's got to be happy with that.
Are we seeing evidence of a match race developing here as Bob CHR attacks almost on the face of Yahoo's? Is Bob Christensen already thinking tactically in terms of where the closest competition is?
It's a defensive movement, just take the one.
Yeah. And at this stage, if I was Bob, I'd be doing exactly the same. Maybe not exactly that.
Ouch.
Penalty for Bob.
That's-
Yahoo's boom. Let's see what happens with Cool and Bob.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is the battle now, and every single place is going to count here. So Bob is going to be very aggressive.
Yeah.
But it was aggression that cost Bob some places at that leeward mark, unfortunately.
So take a look with Bob and Cullen.
Yeah, we're on the aerial camera here, and it looks like
Bob did nothing, just sailing, and Cullen with that late jibe gave Bob that position.
So let's have a little look at the rankings as it stands right now. This is literally as they cross the line, and with one discard.
So that's
So we're still really in a 2-boat race.
I think the top 2 guys are locked in, looks like, with the score, so best I can do is 3rd. So I think it's between those 2. One of the coolest things about SailX is it really helps you with figuring out points. And I know in my sailing on the weekends, I'm much quicker to figure out what I have to do to win regattas based on SailX, because you look at the points and you look at the drops and you think about it all the time, and then when you're in a real regatta, you're much quicker to understand what you have to do, which is really cool.
Here we go. So Yahoo's just tacked into that gap and left nothing for Bob. Perfectly executed.
Yeah.
Bob's second row. Yahoo's has got a great. Well, he's got a great chance of a great start, and Bob is second row solid. Incredible play there from Yahoo's.
Yeah.
Absolutely
early tack there for Bob.
sensational. Bob really had no other choice.
Bob has gained a lot.
Yeah.
In this lateral distance, a lot.
Yeah.
Just going a bit more
And
space.
Yeah.
further to the right, which is going to be, I mean, Yahoo's has got a lot of traffic to get through on Port Tack.
Exactly. And it was that call that Bob made early on, wasn't it?
Hello, going to
Just-
win the race.
But that is, we're looking at a guy who's not doing very well in this particular race, but is the overall winner.
So a victory lap for Bob Christensen.
Yeah, a beer lap.
I think you did the math wrong, says Bob.
So Bob is not celebrating yet.
Bob's not celebrating yet.
I sail because I love the wind, the water, and the escape it offers from the city.
And look at that. He says, "Well, I know I lucked out, but I'll take it." But from where I was watching, that didn't look like luck at all. From the very first race, he was strong. Very strong.
Yahoos, you'll have to explain to me what you were doing on that start.
Super cool series of races over the month, or however long it was. It felt like about a month, and
Yeah,
really
5
cool.
weeks.
All the good guys came back, and it was an interesting fleet with 30 really good sailors, and everyone set up a lot earlier, and that got me on the first race. I typically set up around 25 seconds, and everyone was set up at about a minute. And I think I messed up there, and then the third race, I had the beautiful start set up, and I just pulled the trigger too early. I think I got a little trigger happy, and if I could have pulled that one off, 3 bullets at the end might have been enough to do something. But like Yahoo said, Bob came on strong 6 months ago, and I think I was number 1 at the time, and I realized I don't know who this Bob guy is, but he's really, really good, and he's a winner. And I said, hey Bob, I know you're going to be number 1 soon. And shortly thereafter, he was number 1, and he's won a lot of regattas, and well deserved to him. Same with Yahoo's, well deserved to both of them. Very great sailors. I was actually pretty surprised to hear Bob's resume that he started out at age 16 as a trimmer. Made me realize how smart he is as the tactician, and if he's just starting to drive, I think sky's the limit for him. Another one is covering people downwind. SailX is amazing for that. It really has taught me a lot about how to get down the run without being passed, and also how important it is to round the correct gate.
Conservative was definitely the way to go today. I wasn't looking for winning any side, just getting a good start, getting a clear lane right off the bat, and having options off the line. And top 5 finishes seemed to manage to do the job.
Although you said you were disappointed, Yahoos, after getting 5th in that first race, which I was a little bit surprised by. Congratulations, Bob. Fantastic sailing.
Thanks very much.
Well
that was
done,
a great experience. My goal today was top 3, and I thought I'd be even lucky to get top 10. I chose a conservative approach, and that ended up working out really nicely for me. The guys who I managed to beat today are the guys that I've really learned the most of this game from.
Bob, how are you going to celebrate?
Well, I think I owe a couple people beers after the race, so I'll also have one and cheers to them from afar.
Thank you very much, Bob, Yahoos, Flo, and everybody in the grand final. It's a privilege to watch you guys racing, and it is so educational as well as being entertaining.
We probably should reserve the last word for Amanda.
I'm feeling relaxed right now. So many things that can go wrong in something like this. So, we are lucky. It has been a success. It has been very nice racing. I think everything went very, very well. I'm very satisfied.
Well, let's wrap it up there. It's been a fantastic evening, or morning, or afternoon, wherever you happen to be. Thanks to the competitors who probably stayed up late or got up early in the morning to compete in this first ever Virtual Sailing World Championship put on by SailX. Congratulations to everyone.
I'd like to give a special shout out, especially to all the mods during the entire event. They had a lot of protests to deal with and had to do them very quickly, or at least much quicker than usual, and they got the job done. So, hats off to them. Yeah, thanks guys. It was a lot of fun. Thanks for putting this all together. I really appreciate the effort you guys have put in. This game has drastic improvements over the last even 6 months, and I'm looking forward to continuing with it.